Today's movements are going to focus on the hands, wrists, and forearms. We're just going to start with some hand shakes. So keeping your hands nice and loose, I just want you to shake them out a few times. Shake them out, shake them out, shake them out. Let's go for 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, extend your arms out to the side, make fists with your hands, and you're just going to alternate between flexing and extending your wrists. Okay, so flex and extend, flex and extend. Depending how tight you are, you probably feel this possibly in the bottom of the forearm, the top of the forearm, top of the wrist, bottom of the wrist. I definitely feel it. If you use the mouse a lot, and of course the computer, which many of us do, we're on the keyboard and mouse all day long. We need to take these breaks for our wrists, our forearms, and our hands. Let's go for about 10 more seconds with this one. Flex and extend, flex and extend. One more each way, flex and extend. Good. Let's move into a static stretch. I want you to go ahead and take that left arm straight out in front of you, fingers point up towards the ceiling, and take that right arm and pull back on the fingers until you feel a nice stretch in the bottom of the forearm and the wrist. And hold here. We'll be here for about 30 seconds. Okay, so that arm nice and straight. Then you take that opposite hand, pull back on the fingers, just so you feel that stretch. Remember, stretching should not be painful. If it's painful, you're probably trying to pull too far into the stretch, or if it's painful, it's your body's way of saying, hey, this stretch isn't for you. So go ahead, do a different stretch if that's what you need to do. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Same thing, other side. Extend that opposite arm straight out in front of you, fingers pointing up towards the ceiling, and go ahead, pull back on the fingers, and then once you feel that stretch in the bottom of the forearm and the wrist, hold there, about 30 seconds on this side. And try to keep your shoulders down and relaxed. This is another one of those stretches where you might find yourself shrugging your shoulders up towards your ears. Keep them down. And just focus on stretching again through the wrist and the forearm on this side. A few more seconds. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switching back to the opposite side again. This time you're going to have your fingers pointing down towards the floor and your palm is facing you. And all you're going to do is nice and gently push on the top of your hand until you feel a stretch in the top of your wrist and top of the forearm. Another static hold. We'll hold each side for about 30 seconds. And same idea with this one. The arm is nice and straight. We don't want any bend in the elbow, otherwise we're not going to really feel that stretch like we should. So extend that arm and nice and gently push right on the top of the hand and hold here. 10 more seconds on this side. 3, 2, and 1. Same thing, opposite side. Extend that arm out in front. Fingers face the ground, palm faces you, and just push on the top of your hand. Hold here, 30 seconds. Arm is nice and straight. You just push right on the top of the hand. And appreciate being able to be away from your computer, away from the keyboard and mouse for a moment. Giving your hands and fingers a break. Maybe about 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's just do a few little wrist circles. Okay, so rotate your hands in the one direction a few times. Loosen up those wrists. And then go ahead, same thing, opposite direction. Rotate through the wrists. Let's do 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Last 2 movements we're going to do are going to be for the hands and the fingers. All I want you to do is make nice tight fists and then extend those fingers wide. Make nice tight fists and then extend those fingers wide. Just alternate here between these 2 movements. And when you extend your fingers wide, really try to lengthen through the fingers, widening those fingers as far as you can, and then bring it back into the fist. Let's do 2 more. 1 and 2. I want you to do the same movement, but speed it up. Speed it up nice and quick for 3, 2, and 1. And last one, I want you to start with your fingers wide. And one at a time, I want you to tap each finger to your thumb. So pointer to thumb, middle finger to thumb, ring finger to thumb, pinky. And continue there. Okay, pointer, middle, ring, and pinky. You got it. This one requires a little bit of thinking too, right? You have to think to yourself, okay, make sure I'm focusing each finger, tapping the thumb. Few more here. Let's do 1 more cycle through. So pointer, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky. And let's finish up with a few of those handshakes that we did at the beginning for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's wrap on up with a big inhale and exhale. Inhale those arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale them down towards the floor. And there you go. A few minutes of movements and stretches specifically for the hands, wrists, and forearms, an area that a lot of us don't really do a lot of stretches for. So hopefully that felt good. Come back to this video anytime you need to give those hands a little break from all that keyboard and mouse work. I'll see you next time.